Swing by the art exhibition opening at Los Altos Hills Town Hall on Sunday, and you'll get a peek into the inner world of trees. Painter Jacqueline Norheim grew up in Los Altos Hills, obsessed with trees and the beauty of the natural world, and those themes haunt her work. She's hanging pieces this week that explore geometries and patterns hidden in plain sight.
I began this piece as a kind of realistic attempt, and it became pretty abstract. You know what you're looking at, kind of, but it has its flares of fiction.
Norheim's painting of an olive grove at dusk, gazing at knee-height into a tangle of entwined greenery, began as a reference photo and transformed into an abstract work.
Well, usually when I begin a work, I don't know how it's going to become abstract. I usually start with, I convince myself I'm going to depict it realistically, and then it never works out that way. And so I've just learned that there's this moment in your work where you just allow it to kind of create its own life. And with this work, it kind of happened, right around the middle here. It started it's always kind of creating a pattern for me. So it's like, where am I going to find the pattern in this work? And for this painting, it was in the center here, and the kind of tangling of these branches, and finding these kind of geometric shapes in between that formed in between the branches, and then allowing those shapes then to permeate basically the rest of the painting and kind of sprawl out from there and to create their own form in a way. So
Norheim was born and raised in Los Altos Hills, and now works a day job to support her career as a young painter living in San Francisco. Another of her works to watch for at the show, The Slow Reveal, came out of an artist residency in Vermont, where she painted a still life of the same crystalline stone every day, watching, over time, how perceptions of an object can change and be reflected in a painting.
I think, that I've recorded the date and time of the creation and completion of each of these stones, because the idea is that there's a progression of time, you're witnessing a timeline, a really beautiful timeline, kind of, or at least I think it is. And you should be looking for how it feels different in every painting, even though your rational mind knows it's telling you it's the same object, but and yet there's subtle shifts, even just a little lighting change, it always feels different, even though you could say that it looks the same.
Norheim created Valle dei Templi, a huge wood panel work in the council chambers, by layering a hidden world of color beneath an Italian landscape.
But it's a lot more abstract than my other works. I'm kind of playing with these symbolic geometric forms that I'm using a layering process to push them forward and bring them back, and just being kind of playful with these geometric objects. And then basically creating a landscape on top of these forms, or with these kind of forms, and trying to create a relationship between